There's a lot of really exciting developments that are happening here in Greenville, South Carolina. One of our biggest upcoming developments is getting ready to open here soon. The city is working on a name as we speak. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. There's a lot of really exciting things, like I mentioned, that are happening here in Greenville, South Carolina. There are several projects that I've talked about in the past in some videos, and we've got some updates on those and some new projects that I want to keep you updated about. First, I mentioned this bridge. So jokingly here in Greenville, someone went on Google Maps and put in Hombre Bridge. This is actually going to be the bridge that goes into Bridgeway Station, which is going to be the new center of Mauldin. And right now, the city is actually working on the true name, Hombre Bridge. Unfortunately, to the disappointment of a lot of citizens here in Greenville, will not be the official name, but they are working through all the different suggestions and are hoping to select a name on November 20th. The good news is when they select the name of the bridge, they're also getting very close to actually opening up Bridgeway Station for everyone to be able to enjoy. This is going to be a massive development for Greenville and the city of Mauldin. This is really expected to be one of the true walkable downtowns that we have here. It's going to be unlike anything else that we have. It's based on some old style architecture, and it really has a lot of great amenities that are going to be here in the Greenville area. The reason why Bridgeway Station has gotten so much publicity is that it's actually going to connect to the Swamp Rabbit Trail here in Greenville, which is a trail that pretty much at this point runs through the vast majority of Greenville County. It's a little over 23 miles long, and this is going to be an extension of that. So Bridgeway Station is literally going to connect directly onto the Swamp Rabbit Trail. So people who are enjoying the Swamp Rabbit Trail can literally take it all the way into Bridgeway Station. They can enjoy a meal, a beverage, or potentially might even have some living options there as well. I've talked about Bridgeway Station in the past, but really the reason it's getting so much publicity is that it's going to be a truly walkable downtown that's going to be in Mauldin. They already have plans for 9 mixed-use complexes that'll have everything from housing to restaurants to businesses. We don't have a lot of details on all the people who are going to be occupying those spaces, but it is something that they're actively working on. They have announced some of the restaurants, one of which is going to be a hit, which is Poogan's Porch, which started in Charleston, South Carolina, and is rated as one of the best restaurants there in that area. So I know a lot of people here in Greenville are going to be very happy when Poogan's comes. They haven't announced everything that specifically will be in the space yet. There have been rumors that there will be a soccer team there and a lot of other things, but at this point, all of that has not been confirmed. This is going to be over a $100 million development project, and it'll take a minimum of 18 months for it to be completed, but it's going to be really exciting. I know the first phase is going to be opening up sometime here soon. I know we're going to be super thrilled that this is going to add another 1/4 of a mile to the Swamp Rabbit Trail, and that Bridgeway Station is going to have a fully walkable path off of the Swamp Rabbit Trail. I can imagine this is going to attract a lot of people who not only live in the city of Mauldin, but people who have access to the Swamp Rabbit Trail who just want to stop and have a bite to eat or get a drink or just have a nice relaxing space for friends or family. The next big development that I wanted to talk about was the Cleveland Park Redevelopment. This is here in the center of our downtown, and this is really exciting, everything that they're doing with Cleveland Park. One of the things that they're planning on doing is making sure they have a better pedestrian light for where that connection is on the Swamp Rabbit Trail. They're going to redo the restrooms, they're going to add a new sheltered area which will have 6 picnic tables, they're going to renovate a rain garden, and they're going to also renovate a path. And the biggest announcement so far is they're going to be creating an all-inclusive park for all kids and abilities and skills. I think this will be really great to see exactly how this comes to fruition. This is slated to be completed in 2024, and I know this will be a great attraction for the Greenville area. In one of my previous videos, I've talked about the YMCA and everything they're doing here in Greenville. They have a project called Build a Brighter Tomorrow. Their plan is to raise over $6 million to really renovate and redo all of the YMCA spaces here in Greenville County. So far, they've raised over $3.1 million. How they're planning to utilize those funds are to renovate the Caine Halter YMCA. They're going to do a lot of different things, but overall their biggest goals are to ensure that kids don't have to sit on wait lists, that they can get into sporting programs, and that there's great access year-round to all the different amenities that are offered at the YMCA. Where they're starting is actually with the pool. Currently it has a little bubble cover, as people call it here locally, and they're going to get rid of that. This should be done actually by the end of the year. They're creating a retractable cover over the pool so that it can be used all 12 seasons out of the year, and you can enjoy it when it's sunshine or when it's rain or when it's cold. It'll be really exciting to see how that all comes to fruition. Some other projects that they have on the docket is they want to repurpose the tennis courts that they have. They want to make them multi-purpose for everything from basketball to pickleball to all other sports so that it can be used in so many different ways. They want to enhance all the outdoor track and field activities so that there's a better experience for people who want to participate in that. As they continue to raise more money for this project, they'll release more updates and they'll start working on some of the things that I've already mentioned. First, it starts with the pool, and then it'll move on to the other developments that I've already talked about, and potentially even others in the future. The next thing I want to talk about was the PKL Park. This is that pickleball concept that I've talked about in previous videos. The city gave full approval of that on October 20th. For those that did not catch that last update on this, the PKL Park is 8 pickleball courts that are going to be state-of-the-art. There's going to be 4 micro restaurants there. There's going to be a brewery. There's going to be a green space with a massive TV for people to gather and watch sporting events. There'll be a stage. And then lastly, something that was a late addition to this project is they're going to preserve a recording studio that is very famous and popular here in Greenville. The studio is called the Mark V Recording Studio. That was open from 1960 to 1991. It really was famous for gospel singers, and it had multiple Grammy award-winning artists that recorded in that studio. The city has named that a local landmark now, so that will stay there and it'll be a permanent fixture in our community. Really excited to see how that comes together and what artists decide to record here in Greenville. Lastly, this update I think will make everyone a little happy and put a little smile on everyone's faces. I know most people don't love going and dealing with the DMV. Well, the South Carolina DMV has found a solution to make things move more smoothly and make it a self-service. So what they're going to be doing, and there'll actually be 3 of these that they're putting in South Carolina. It'll be in the Publix at Thornblade in Greer. What they're gonna have is a kiosk that's set up for self-service. It's gonna cost $4.50 for someone to use it per service. And it'll do a lot of things like changing over your title registration, making sure that you can actually pay your taxes for your car, among several other things. But ultimately, it's designed here to be something for an efficiency standpoint for those that don't have time to make it to the DMV. I'm super excited about all these updates that are coming here to Greenville. I'm curious, which one are you most excited about? And is there anything else that I should be following along that you want to know about?